What an absolutely incredible night. But we still have more to go. We've had an amazing evening together. This really does show the skill, dedication, professionalism of every single union member out there. But before we go to the President's Award, I do want to hear one more time from our evening sponsor, CSSI. Please play the video. Huge round of applause for our sponsor, CSSI. Now, I'm going to say something that I said at the beginning, and after watching all these incredible saves, see if it strikes the same. Now let's think what's on the stake on the ground. A parent tucking their child into bed. A spouse waiting for their partner to walk through the door. A family checking their messages while the clock ticks, tick, 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 expecting a text that simply says, I landed safely. Because of these men and women tonight, every single person landed safely. Please play the compilation video.
Copy. How many souls on board? And fuel, if you got it.
Mayday. Smoke in the cabin.
It looks like he's still climbing and we can't get a hold of him. We keep trying him.
You got plenty of help coming. If you can still hear me, you got plenty of help coming your way.
Cardinal 5-1 Charlie, level your wings and climb. Level your wings and climb.
We're going to have some airplanes come out there to assist you guys. You won't be alone.
Sorry, I might not be able to make it to the highway. I might have to land in a field nearby. Do whatever you need to do. We'll keep you up here as long as I got you radar.
Yeah, that traffic have transponder or anything that we might be able to see and help.
This is 371, roger, fly heading 330. I don't think you're getting your oxygen right now. You need to descend and maintain 1,000.
Just letting you know here, we've got live missiles on board the jet.
Roger, start your crosswind turn and set up for runway 11 left.
Clear to land, wind is 1706.
Clear to land. What kind of air do you take?
Okay, we're at Tower 8 Papa Golf. Thanks for your help.
NATCA Papa Golf is on the ground, no issue.
No issue. Tell me you did a great job.
The Archie League Medal of Safety winners and the Region X Commitment to Safety of winners are chosen based off nominations from you, their peers, NATCA members, who want to recognize the incredible work of their fellow union members. This year does mark the 21st anniversary of the Archie League medals and the 8th of the Region X Commitment to Safety Award. And as part of the tradition, the President does get to select one particular outstanding save to receive an additional honor, the President's Award. And I'll tell you, doing this for the first year, as you can imagine, the choice isn't easy. Every winner tonight demonstrated extraordinary skill and relied on years of training and experience, some only 2-week CPCs. In moments of crisis, the response was calm, professional, and effective, displaying, ultimately, courage. But for 2025, the save I've selected for the President's Award stood out not only for the technical skill that was involved, for the calm and professional manner at which the controller handled the situation throughout the harrowing series of events that transpired over the course of the save. So now please, join me in watching a video from the extremely thankful pilots for our 2025 President's Award winner. They will tell you in their own words who made the difference. Please play the video.
I'm Captain Nathan Agner, call sign Shift, and I was the pilot in the F-15 that day.
I am Captain Stockton Blanchard, call sign Sumo, and I was the weapons systems officer that day. So the comm from inside the tower was interesting because just further cements the point that I think we both came to the conclusion of the professionalism on display while we were experiencing that emergency.
In that moment, we didn't know what we didn't know at that point in time. So seeing all the coordination happening behind the scenes definitely makes me feel a lot more comfy rewatching it, just knowing that everyone was focused on getting that jet safely back on the ground.
Expertise was, I think, top notch and helped us safely recover that jet in an expeditious manner, considering all the fuel state and the hydraulic malfunction at that time.
I think there's an extra layer to it also with like Joey's experience. I had no doubt talking to Joey on the radio. I'm like, this guy actually, he gets it. He knows what's happening. One thing we missed in the clip was when, again, we didn't know it at the time. We didn't know if our tail hook snapped, if the cable snapped, whatever. We just knew that like we were in the cable for a second or two, and then something broke. And so Joey's first recommendation, he's like, hey, winds are calm. We can give you, he's like, I can give you downwind for runway 11, and you can shoot this approach from the opposite end. That was something like, sure, we probably would have gotten there, but the fact that Joey was like Johnny on the spot, like immediately recommended like, hey, dudes, you're cleared to lay in the opposite direction on the other cable. I'm like, all right, this guy understands it. He knows what's going on. I felt so much safer in that moment.
Yeah, I would say like that I guess that's what I mean when I'm saying professionalism, because I mean we were talking about it. You obviously can't hear our tapes or internal conversation in the jet, but we were talking about going opposite direction, and it was like without fail, like as we were talking about it, like we'll request the opposite direction. Joey comes up on the radio, he's like, guys, the winds are calm, we got opposite direction available with a cable. So that let us know that we were definitely working with a professional at that point. Him having the 18s come rejoin with us to give us that bow damage check, again, just proved to us that we were working with a controller who completely understood what we were doing and what was going on based on the situation itself, and how we didn't even have to tell him how nice and kind of like we call it like a warm fuzzy feeling for having that rejoin in the battle damage assessment for our jet is to us. And I just can't emphasize enough how professional and that expertise of the area that Joey displayed, and how helpful it was to us in that situation. All of aviation is based on decision making in relation to safety, and then you have these emergencies occur just by the nature of flying. It happens no matter what with anything, and just like anything else, there's always something that can go wrong, and we train to them. And it's very obvious that Joey trains to them too, because like Shift was saying, that trust that was like almost immediately there, that he was able to provide his knowledge. I guess from the start of aviation, it's always been, how can we make this safe and continue to make it safe, even though we know that there are some inherent risks with aviation. But how can we make it safe is the basically guidance for controllers and air crew alike. When you're in those not often occurring situations, what you rely on is the expertise and professionalism of those around you, of those in the cockpit, of the controllers on the ground who are monitoring your situation and helping you land. And having a controller who was well trained and just incredibly, and it was apparent that he was incredibly ready for the situation, I think just makes that decision-making process so much simpler for the safe recovery of a multi-million-dollar aircraft with, 2 air crew on board.
Just the experience of Joey as he kind of just goes down his rabbit hole. He's lining up option 2, option 3, option 4. That just goes to show like how prepared he is for a situation like this when it happens. And so his guidance 100% helped bring the jet home, because I'm going to be honest, there was the last like 5-10 minutes whenever we were going to Lemoore and whenever we missed the cable at Lemoore, for reasons we know now, there was definitely a moment there where I'm like, we're starting to look for a field. We might not be able to bring this jet home. And so that's kind of what was going through my mind at that point. Joey, man, thank you so much for all your help. I am so bummed we cannot be there right now. But again, like, your help that you provided us that day was absolutely invaluable. And it made a huge difference in my life. And I'm never going to forget this moment. This whole situation that we had together lives rent free in my mind. And I'm just so thankful and so blessed for your experience and the skill that you showed us that day. I thank you so much. And my family also thanks you so much for all of your guidance that you provided that day.
Yeah, then Joey, for me, also wish I could be there. Sorry we can't, but I will say next time I'm in Fresno, I'll have to try and get a hold of you to go out, get a bite to eat or something when next time I'm through there. Hopefully with much better circumstances involved. But again, I can't iterate enough how much your professionalism and your training on display helped us in our decision making and helped in the recovery of our strike eagle we were flying that day. So I want to say thank you for that, and thank you for being prepared for any emergency that occurs, and again helping us make our decisions to safely recover that aircraft.
Thanks to Joey Seimas, aka Johnny on the spot. Quick thinking, experience, calm communications. The pilots were able to execute a safe landing. His actions undoubtedly averted a disaster and earned him the heartfelt gratitude of the F-15's crew and a well-deserved recognition. Please join me in congratulating and welcoming Joey Seimas back to the stage to receive the 2025 President's Award.
Heavier than the other one I just got. Wow, I am incredibly humble for this. I had no idea this was coming at all. But that scenario still runs not rent-free in my mind. I made a mistake that day. Being in the Navy for 9.5 years, I've never ever heard of a tailhook breaking, and that's one thing I didn't look for when he came by for his inspection. So now, as a learning experience, now that's the first thing I'm going to look for, because I never thought a hook would break, because the Navy takes them all the time and they never break. So, but thank you very much. Appreciate it. It must be a Navy hook. It's Air Force hooks, I guess, break. Navy hooks don't, but thank you guys very much. Thank you, Nick Daniels.
NATCA family, distinguished guests, to all the families out there. You saw a series tonight that will stay with you each and every year. But never forget, the clock keeps ticking. Every controller, every day, every clearance, tick, tick, tick. But always know, the NATCA men and women, the NATCA family is always out there and has your back. To all the aviators out there, we're in this together. We always will be. And we look forward to serving you day in and day out. Thank you for an amazing event, an amazing night. And that concludes our 21st Archie League Awards. Thank you all.